All right, it is 9:57 a.m. and I think I'm gonna actually call it off right here. It seems like today's just not my day and all the setups that I'm trying. It just doesn't work at all, and it almost seems like the promoters are purposely trying to make morning panic bounce play setups and then maybe break them. And if it just seems to be the case, I think it just means less people are gonna put their money in their stocks anyway. But yeah, I did try this one right here, XCPL, and I also tried OZSC. It just seems to be very hard to trade something that's not even that popular, very, promoted, manipulated. But I still traded it because I saw a setup. Neither of them worked out. This one got me good. At 9:34, I was in, and I was going for a morning panic bounce play. It looks like this thing was going to do a morning panic bounce play, but this one got me good with the spread. So I was trying to get in when it was looking like it was showing bottoming price action around this 75 level. And I did place an order. The problem was is that I had a wide limit. So I did get some, just 1,500 shares at 75, which is what I was trying to get around this price point. But then it did this, as you can tell, a stupid, high spread, whatever you call it right here, price action movement towards the upside. It did have a wick right here. And what happened was is that I had the majority of my shares executed. 38 1,500 at 79, which was not ideal at all. But that's what ended up being the case, and that wasn't nice and all. I did get out the next minute because it was then looking like it was trying to turn back the other way, or maybe I was just frustrated because I got in at such a high price and that wasn't my goal. I did get out of here maybe in theory if I just held on to the position, even though I got in at a very bad price point because of the wide spread they did right around this turnaround right here. Maybe I would have been able to have gotten out for maybe break even or not as much of a loss that I took because again I did get out of it rather quickly because of the price action looking bad, but I never actually broke the day low. So yeah, this one can uptrend over a longer period of time. This is gonna be it. I'm not gonna make a recap at the end of the day. Just really frustrated with the trading. It just doesn't look like morning panic bounce plays are working anymore. So I might try to look at other setups, maybe listed stocks. And XCPL, I did try this one as well for like a slow morning panic bounce play. This one dropped from you can see the previous day close was this 70 sub penny level and it went as low as this 48 level. So there is volatility, but unfortunately, they just don't bounce. They just keep selling off. So I guess anybody holding onto OTC position and it reaches their breaking level, I guess they just need to cut their trade because they just don't offer any kind of a bounce whatsoever, and it's just better to sell. At least that's what it seems like. At 9:51, I did buy 40,000 shares at 52 right here, and I just thought, all right, you know what? I'm not gonna try to be a wuss. It's either gonna look like it's gonna break the day low and I'll be getting out of the position, or it's going to uptrend and in this case break above VWAP and do something towards the upside. And I'm sure it will. It's just that this one trades like trash as well. At 9:56, I did get out at 49, which was right here because it was looking like it was gonna break the day low. And that's the way I trade it in terms of risk level. If a stock is not doing what I want and it looks like it's going to break my risk level, whether it actually breaks it or not, if it's the day low, I'm going to cut it. And in this case, it did start to sell off. As you can see, the volume was downtrending, which is what you want to see with a morning panic bounce play. Just all the volume starts to go away because all the panicking, all the selling goes away, and then it could ideally turn around. But I think the promoters are just maybe I'm going crazy, but maybe I think the promoters are just watching my videos and they're trying to find a way to trade against it. And if that's the case, I'll just stop uploading videos publicly. I'll just keep it privately and just keep it as my journal to look back at for trading and just in general just to see how I've been trading. But yeah, it just seems like they're really trying to get with the very few people who actually still trade their OTCs. But yeah, that's the case with that, and I did get out of it for that reason at 49 because it looked like it was going to break it. Very significant volume, it never did, and maybe it'll try to turn around eventually, or it will try to break the day low. I really don't know, and I'm not going to really look at it, but yeah, that's pretty much it. As for the other ones, this one I guess could offer some kind of a dip buy setup, not necessarily the best because It was just up 2 days in a row, and it doesn't have like the nicest, daily chart, which is fine. And this one, I don't really want to trade this one. This one doesn't really. I mean, I guess at some point it could be a dip buy setup, but I'm not in the mood because it looks like they just keep breaking the levels. They're just not bouncing. They just keep selling off. Except for this one, I guess. 170 to 153, but this is one that also trades with a really wide spread. So yeah, that's pretty much it for right now. I just don't see any setups. Doesn't seem like dip buys are working, and I might consider other setups or maybe not OTCs. Maybe I'll even take a break. I just don't like the way it's trading. I just feel like, today was just not my day, which is fine. But ideally, I can be able to be profitable, just not today. And yeah, that's all I have for here.